What button do you need to press?
This?
Yeah.
Did you do the sevens?
Did it work?
It's working.
It's working.
One has to be bigger, one has to be smaller, and the middle one will be like middle size, you know, to keep going, getting bigger. And I really like the house that I made.
That looks cool. And then you take the popsicle stick and stir it around. This is my house I made on Tinkercad. And then you just go like this. This is my train I created for the Winter Wonderland on Tinkercad.
I'm thinking there should be a long road, like around there. So
I made a fire hall, a fire department, and a city hall for our village. It took me a little bit to make them, but it was fun using Tinkercad.
Well, first of all, we need to start it. So we went to pins and we got this. And then we went over here, we switched up paws, and we got this pause. And we get this.
This is the Winter Wonderland. I made the city hall and the fire department. I made it from Tinkercad, and I 3D modeled it.
Basically, I just made a can, I put some different details, and I also coded a micro bit to make the snowflakes light up. So to make the lights, use a micro bit, a B-board, and also to make the trees move. Me and Autumn used the items to place it around, and we made it look like a Winter Wonderland village. So we also focused everything around the town center. Learned how to use microbits.
we created this road for a village in on the box.
These at the edges of the signs. I created the bakery with Tinkercad. Hi, my name is Avery. My name is Toby. And the problem that we have is people are losing their animals and not being able to find them. So we are going to make a tracker, like on a collar, and it's going to help the problem, and it's going to send a notification to their phone, and then it will share them what their location is, and that's how it's going to help the problem of them finding their animals.
Okay, Colby, you want to talk about how you guys designed it? What was your prototype?
We never really made one yet.
You had the microbit. What were you thinking about using the
With
microbit?
the microbit, we would put it onto the animal or whatever, and it would send a little signal where it is.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say about your project? Anything else we should know?
Yes, it also contains, you will have to download an app and
Okay.
have to connect it to Bluetooth.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Blair.
And my name is Ryder.
And the problem is that there have been so many plants dying, and we're trying to save the plants from dying.
So we made this machine that has lights on it that will tell you how much water's in the flowers and in the plants.
Hi, my name is Georgia.
And I'm Charlie.
We came up with this idea about how pets talk. And we called our project Pet Talk. And how it works is we got a microbit to type words. So if you press A, it will say food. If you press B, it will say sleep. And
Okay, so why did you come up with this?
We came up with this because most people don't know what their animals are trying to say, and I mean it's a big deal of what the animals need, because if they don't get what they want, what they need, well then they might die.
It's important. You guys have pets at home?
yeah, we got dogs.
And cats.
Excellent. Thanks, girls.
Hi, my name's Isaiah, and my Make Faire project is a food scanner, which basically scans the food on the app, and it says if the food is good to eat or not. It will show up a red light if the food is not good to eat, or green if it is good to eat. Some people throw out food before the best before date, and a lot of food poisoning happens. So I want to stop that, and that's why I made the food scanner.
Hi, my name is Emily.
Hi, I'm Isaac.
And I'm Alexis.
And we are making a project called Chicken Safety. And sometimes when we go out in the hen house, sometimes some of the eggs are cracked. And that's not very good. So we try to come up with a way to make it easier so that we have more eggs.
So your eggs are not cracking?
Yeah.
Perfect. Isaac, what about your portion?
And I am learning how to transport chickens better because all three of us are going to work on a project of building a tiny hen house instead of the little chickens being crammed in boxes, and they will be able to breathe better and get fresh water every day and fresh food.
When they're on a transport truck?
Yes.
Okay. And Alexis?
And so we're learning how to combine the egg collector that Emily made and the transport coop that Isaac made, and we're going to combine them so it's so if the hen lays an egg in the truck, it doesn't get cracked or banged up. So it goes in like a soft little, falls like a soft little compartment, and then when the truck stops, they come out. They have safe chickens and fresh eggs.
Hello, my name is John Sampson, and I live in the Eastport Peninsula in Newfoundland and Labrador. My project was the flood stopper. This machine would be underground. Well, it's not really a machine, but what it would do is the water in the flooding would go down here almost like a drain, but the drain would work a little bit different. It would come up here, and it would shoot up here with some mechanics, and this would be a pipe underground. The pipe would go somewhere where it wouldn't flood. And the problems I faced during this project were trying to make the idea for the flood stopper. I had tons of ideas, but they didn't really seem to work out. That's my project.
Hi, we are Dakota Rogers and Alex Rogers. We are from Newfoundland, Labrador, Holy Cross School, Eastport. And our project is the Pet Detector. It's a cage that has an automatic food dispenser, automatic water dispenser, and what else?
A big bed and a thermometer.
To check the temperature.
Yeah.
And the problems we faced are
We lost our build the way through.
halfway through. And if we had unlimited time and money, we would make 1 billion pet cages and we would have a gold bed. And that's the end of our project.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Decker.
And I'm Noah Squire.
We are from the Holy Cross School Complex of Eastport, Newfoundland. This year, for the Maker Faire project, we've decided to make a product called the Multi-Bowl.
Well, you're probably wondering what's so special about this bowl. It'll come with a detachable and attachable strainer that you can store in the bottom of the bowl when not in use.
If we had unlimited time and money, we would put heating coils in the bottom of the bowl to ensure that your food stays warm whenever you would need it to. We would also add a self-stirring mechanism that would be added to the bottom of the bowl.
One problem we encountered during this creation is that we cannot find a filament fit to eat off. Therefore, you cannot currently use the bowl.
Hi, I'm Wesley. I helped Noah and Caitlin make the multi-bowl. So it's a 3D printed object. I have my 3D printer right here. So this is what I used to make it. And the little strainer attachment on the top of it is what my dad helped me make. I used a normal strainer and cut it out to fit it. And used hot glue to make sure the edges aren't sharp.
Hello, my name is Parker Patton, and I'm making for him that is a Pokemon opener, because when I open my Pokemon packs, it's a bit hard to do it, so I made something to open it a lot quicker.
Do you want to describe what that project is? What your design looks like?
It is like a stapler and scissors put together. You, like the scissors, you seize them together to cut something, and there will be a little sharp part to cut it open, and then you just pull the pack, and then you open it, and then you can have your pack.
My name is Reed, and for my project, I'm going to be doing something that when you go to a gas station, for the gas, it's like it burns more. So I wanted to make something that goes in the gas for when you put the gas in your car. There's something in it that makes the gas burn less.
Excellent idea, Reed. Anything else you want to tell us about that?
So then you can go to longer distances without using as much gas.
Excellent idea.
My name is Soleil. I go to Holy Cross School in Eastport, Newfoundland. My project is a fun little remix of a game, as well as a constructive language.
You can see it right here. This is the alphabet I created for the language. My logo is down here in the corner.
One problem I face is that I felt like I was too indecisive and didn't have enough time to think about what I wanted to do. Next year, I will try and be more prepared for a project like this.
Here are some other examples of what I tried to add to my game.
This is all.
My name's Andrew.
And my name is Taylor. Today we're gonna introduce why it's really hard to untape your stick. Andrew here, he was having trouble pretty much every game. He had to untape his stick and put new tape on. So now there's bubbles in it. So we're trying to make a taping machine to tape his stick.
Okay, Andrew, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
So we're gonna make this thing. It can automatically tape your stick, so there's no bubbles in it. So nice and tight.
Anything else you want to tell us?
No.
That's it?